the transition from position coach to coordinator, how is that going for you?
It's good. I mean, certainly a transition, and but it's going good. I'm really enjoying the time with the guys. Teaching these guys. We got a great staff here. The other position coaches on offense are awesome to work with, and so it's going well.
Just talk about those seeing the offense from multiple positions, tight end, offensive line. Is that something that you have to grow into or learn? You know, yeah, from your specialty at tight ends.
Yeah, you know, it's certainly helpful. In my background, take it back when I was in Division III, I was a coordinator at one point, and then from there started coaching on defense at Penn State. So I've not just offensive positions, yeah, but those years I spent on defense, whether it be at Penn State as a graduate assistant, and the years as a quality control working for guys like Romeo Cornell and Mike Vrabel, and a lot of the guys on defense, learned a ton from them and from the players there. But then on offense, had a chance to work with the offensive line for a couple years in Houston, and that's been vital for my growth as a coach in general, just seeing how everybody operates, and then, you know, working with the tight ends as I have for the past couple years. Yeah.
Working with Tommy Castellanos, what have you seen from him so far?
You know, Tommy's a very talented player. Guy's got a lot of athletic ability and throwing arm talent. He's got leadership qualities, and you know, he's got big play ability. He made some big plays last year, but it's going well, and he's doing a good job.
I was at a clinic last week with Bill OBrien, and he talked about wanting to mesh what he did with the Patriots and what he did with Bama, you know, offensively. How hard is that, or is it just trying to kind of fitting it into what these guys do well?
Right. Well, it takes time. Anytime you terminology is one thing. I mean, football. You're speaking a different language out here, so you know, you try to get on the same page with these guys. Learn what they know. Sometimes, you know, adjust to what they know too. Like at the end of the day, ball is ball, and sometimes you're saying the exact same thing with different words. So, you know, I'm able to adjust there with some things. It doesn't have to just be what I know there. You know, I learn some things they know, and but as far as putting it all together, that's fun to me and to the rest of the staff. It's not just me; it's the rest of the assistant coaches that do a great job helping me, and we collectively put it all together.
Can you talk about your relationship with Bill OBrien, obviously a decade plus, and now you're taking over as the offensive coordinator for this team? Just talk about that relationship.
I've been coaching with Coach OBrien for, I think this is maybe year 12. I might be wrong on that. But, I mean, it's like Coach OBrien's been extremely important in my growth as a coach and a person, not just as a coach. He's helped me a ton along the way. Learned so much from him and the other coaches that he's put around myself on staffs that we've worked on. But we've got a great relationship, and I mean, it speaks for itself. We've been working together for so many years.
These days, you see a lot of coaches, you know, kind of doing the opposite, going from college to the NFL. You made the opposite jump. Why did you feel like college was a good fit for you right now?
Just number one, talking about this place, like I feel like this is a great opportunity. You know, we can do some things. We can do some good things here, and obviously getting a chance to be a coordinator is that's a good opportunity there. But I was excited. You know, you look at BC, and I mean, we can build off what they did last year, and that excites me. And you know, this is a great city. Love this city. Obviously lived here last year, but you know, make this jump and don't have to move too far. So.
Well, tight end's been an underperforming position at this school since Hunter Long left. Do you see potential out there with the? It looks like it's kind of a thin staff. I only counting 4 tight ends. Can you get that position elevated so it's contributing with the wide receivers?
Absolutely. I mean, we have talent out there.
Okay.
You know, it's up to us to put them in positions to succeed and to utilize their skill sets best. You know, tight ends, everyone's a little bit different. Some guys are a little bit used more in the run game, and some guys are used a little bit more in the passing game. Yeah. But finding out what they're best at, and definitely doing that through spring to evaluate, and you know, it'll be up to us to put them in good positions to succeed.
We got a sample size of Franklin last year, but do you see what's his upside?
I mean, he certainly has upside. He made some plays I saw late in the year, made a couple nice grabs, and he did some decent things in the run game. So I certainly see some potential and some growth there, but I'm excited what he can do.
It's only March, but I noticed you guys aren't using headsets. Is that just to kind of get a feel for how you guys communicate, or is that something that's going to be, I guess, a plan going forward?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, the only time we used headsets in practice for the whole offensive staff, or whole staff in general, were like scrimmages. You know,
okay.
This is just what we've been used to: scrimmages, or places on when you're trying to work crowd noise where it's like completely deafening in the indoor facility where no one can hear, so you need that so everyone can hear. But other than that, we really haven't used it much. We certainly will.
Okay.
We haven't in the past couple of days, but yeah.
And just the communication between it's a new staff for everybody. What's that communication been like early on?
Great. I mean, I hit on that earlier. Like, I really enjoy working with the entire staff, and then I've spent most of the time with the offensive staff, but I've really enjoyed them.
Talk about Morales, fellow Tar Heel coming in here.
Yeah.
He worked with a great quarterback, obviously, down there. What's he going to bring into this system?
I mean, like I said, I think he's got certainly a ton of ability.
Okay.
Like any of our guys that are trying to carve out their roles and carve out their niche, we have 15 spring practices here for them to kind of prove that. But I'm excited for what I see.
All good, guys?
Cool.
Good.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, special shout out to the BC basketball team.
There you go.
Big win, and good luck to them tonight against Clemson.
Probably saw some good hoop down at North Carolina